It's the 2010 Conference USSSA Championships presented by Busch Light tonight from Osceola County Stadium. Glad to have you with us. It's Resmondo taking on Dan Smith. A terrific evening for softball. Andy Purcell on the mound tonight for Resmondo. These two teams will play each other in a best-of-5 game series. And it should be some terrific softball. First batter. And that one tipped off the glove for a home run. Wegman starting things off with a home run. And with Wegman hitting a home run, this is Brett Helmer. Helmer drawing a walk. Remember, these two teams played each other in the last tournament. And it was Dan Smith winning the ball game. 1-0, Dan Smith. There's a base hit. Bryson Baker with the base hit, and here's J.D. Genter as Helmer holds at second. Down the third baseline, that's a fair ball. Helmer's going to score. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Good glove at first. That's going to score the third run of the ball game. Howie Kraus with a nice play at first. Bouncing ball, there's a base hit. It's going to score the 4th run of the ball game. So here's Gino Buck after J.D. Jenner came in to score. It's 4-0. Dan Smith in the lead early. Got under that one. Should be out number 2. No, it falls for a hit. And so Eisenhower will come to the plate. With only 1 out here in the top of the 1st, and 4 already in for Dan Smith. That one cranked down the right field line, but foul. Again into right field. That time it's tracked down for out number 2. And so here's Scott Kirby with 2 away. Runners on the corners. First pitch, low, ball 1. Bouncing ball, hit towards short, over to second, and that'll retire the side. But Dan Smith able to score 4 in the top of the 1st. We head to the bottom of the 1st here at Osceola County Stadium. Resmondo coming to the plate for the first time in the 2010 Conference USSSA Championships.
Resmondo Sports is backed with nearly 300 USSSA men's B, A, and AA World Tournament wins, in addition to the record-breaking 5-time USSSA Men's Major World Championships. Now Resmondo will dominate women's fast-pitch softball with the all-new 2011 Worth Pride Titan Composite Fast-Pitch Bat. Now available at ResmondoSports.com.
USSSA is the largest multi-sport athletic association in the world. Headquartered in beautiful Osceola County, Florida, USSSA has now grown to 3.7 million members, competing in 14 sanctioned sports. From fast-pitch softball, basketball, taekwondo, and golf to being one of the largest youth baseball programs in the country, USSSA has a sport for you. Log on to USSSA.com to find out how you can take part.
Play the best and play USSSA.
Don DiDonatis will lead things off. DiDonatis, Greg Connell, Bryson Baker. It's 4-0 Dan Smith. The first of 5 games in this conference championship. And DiDonatis into right field. But Scott Kirby there to make the play for at number 1. Connell under that one. It should be an easy second out, and it is. Here's the middle infielder, Bryson Baker. And almost nearly a 1-2-3 inning, but Baker has a base hit. So 2 outs, and the catcher, Jeff Wallace, with Baker on first. And Wallace is going to draw a walk, so there's 2 on and 2 outs as Andy Purcell comes to the plate. Dan Smith 4-7 this year against Resmondo Specialty Tank. But they took 2 of 3 from Resmondo in the Worth last chance, including the last one by a run, 29-28. Into center field, Andy Purcell has a base hit, and Bryson Baker is going to be waved around for Resmondo's first run of the ball game. So an RBI single for Andy Purcell. And Bobby Hughes taking a cold strike. And he'll draw a walk. Second walk of the inning. That'll load the bases as Wallace heads to third, Purcell to second. Hughes is aboard at first for Dennis Ruley. Ruley had 85 RBIs on the year so far. He scored 137 runs and gets on base about 73% of the time. And Ruley taking a cold strike. 4-0 Smith, critical junction here in the first. Dan Smith got 2 quick outs to start this inning. And now they're in search of the third, and they may get it here. Ruley, high pop fly into center field. Baker with the play, inning over. Resmondo strands the maximum. We go to the top of the second. Dan Smith on top early in this first of what could be 5 games. Dalbegs leading things off. We're in the top of the second. Wherever you are, thanks for making us a part of your evening. Resmondo and Dan Smith. And on the second pitch swing, Dalbegs has the 5th run of the ball game. Dan Smith up 5-1. And Brett McCullum at the plate. This before we go back to the top. McCullum clubs this one towards the gaps. It'll be extra bases. He rounds second, trying to gun for third, and the throw is high. And they're really lucky that Andy Purcell was there to back that one up. Cullum with a triple. If it wasn't for Purcell, he would have scored on an air for sure. And here's Wegman. He had a home run to start off this ball game. Looking for his second home run of the ball game, and he has it easily. That's the second home run of the inning. And 3 have already come in here in the second. It's 7-1. Dan Smith on top. Here's Brett Helmer. He walked back in the first. He's looking for a home run. B.J. Folk, he doesn't have a chance to play this one. That one's into the pond, I think. The third home run of the inning. Base hit for Bryson Baker out to B.J. Folk into right field. So Rick Baker is aboard. And here's J.D. Jenner, doubled back in the first inning. His team is up 7. I think he got under that one. Scott Strebel comes in, makes the play, out number 1. Baker thought about tagging, advancing to second, but instead returns back to the bag. As one out is here's Thiede. Well, we thought we might see Rick Robertson make an appearance up here in the booth. So far he's been tending to his umpire duties and not taking part in any extracurricular activities. Bouncing ball, great glove there. As they get Baker for the second out of the inning. Greg Cannell with some tremendous defense. And now here's Crine. He singled and was left stranded at third back in the first. And to left, Strebel has it. Dan Smith scored 4 in the first. They tack on 4 more here in the second. It's 8-1 early on in this conference championship. BJ Falk lines out to Eisenhower. To start this contest, that brings up Howie Kraus, the first baseman. Kraus, Hartwick, Scott Strebel. Bottom of the second, a 7-run Dan Smith lead. Howie Kraus into center field. This one's going to be off the wall. Extra bases for Kraus. And at second with a double. Baker made a run at it. And here's Greg Hartwick with a runner in scoring position and only one out. And he rips this one over the glove of J.D. Genter. At third, Howie Kraus is going to come in to score from second. And Hartwick winds up at second with a double. And here's the left fielder, Scott Strebel. Base hit into right. Scott Kirby will field it. Hardwick is going to round third. He'll score. And 3 hits in a row, producing 2 runs in the inning for Resmondo. And it's 8-3. Back to the top of the lineup, and Don DiDonatis, who flew out to Kirby in his first at bat. DiDonatis taking the first pitch, ball 1. Second pitch missed completely, and DiDonatis has a 3-pitch walk. So that brings up Greg Cannell. Greg Cannell flew out to Baker back in the first. On the ground. And that one's going to get all the way out into center field. Adele begs a chance to try to track that one down, but Greg Cannell, another hit. And Scott Strebel coming in to score along with DiDonatis. And here's Baker. Baker singled and scored in the first inning. But Baker got into that one. Doesn't have enough to carry, however. Wegman looks back and just beyond the 390 on the wall. Bryson Baker maybe hit at 391 or 92. It's a one-run ball game after the home run by Bryson Baker. And Jeff Wallace, this is a guy that could tie it with one swing of the bat as well. Wallace has tied it up at 8. Here's Andy Purcell. He singled back in the first inning. On the ground, under the legs of Dal Beggs. And here's Bob Hughes. Walk back in the first. Hughes gets aboard. That moves Purcell to second. Still only one away in this inning, B.J. Falk to begin the contest. And Dennis Ruley down the line. It's a fair ball and a 3-run home run. So 10 runs into score here in the bottom of the second. And Resmondo leads for the first time in this ball game. As B.J. Falk, the only athlete on the Resmondo side not to get ahead here in the second, will come to the plate. And B.J. Falk making up for it with that swing. So here's Howie Kraus in a 4-run lead for Resmondo Specialty Tank. And Kraus is going to reach for the second time this inning.
Come up here and stand or sit on a chair, you can see. We don't care, just don't mess with the camera, don't trip over the wire or anything. You can probably sit there in the chair if you want, just be careful. Well, that's what I'm trying to do too, I haven't got any.
I got one, and I'll stop the big one.
Those guys are getting them over there, aren't they? Yeah, the whole bag full.
And Dan Smith wants to talk things over. Things getting out of hand here in the bottom of the second. They were cruising along, up by 7.
She just took them from you?
And then the bat started to get going.
Yeah, put them in your bag, all right? When you get them, put them in your bag. That's all right. Keep giving them back what you're doing. Those other guys aren't giving them back. Good luck, buddy. Just pick them up and put them in your bag.
She gave me one.
What's that?
She gave me one.
We got one more game for you tonight. GTL Cartel Worth is going to be playing at 9:30 right here in the stadium. Not the inning that Gino Buck had hoped for. On the ground, this could be 2. Second for 1, the throw to first. And they're going to say Hardwick beat it out. So McCullum able to get it to second for the first out, but the turn back to Thede not in time. And Hardwick aboard on a fielder's choice. That's the second out of the inning. Here's Scott Strebel, singled and scored in the same inning. He hits it into right field. And a double for Scott Strebel. Hardwick goes to third, and here's Don DiDonatis, the third, batting for the third time in this contest. DiDonatis trying to add to this 4-run advantage. Got under that one. Kirby giving way to Eisenhower in short right, making the play to retire the side, but a very productive inning nonetheless for Resmondo. They score 11, and they go from down 7 to up 4. 12-8 our score after 2 innings here at Osceola County Stadium. Dan Smith hitting in the third. It's 12-8. And there's a leadoff base hit for Gino Buck. That'll be Buck, Eisenhower, and Kirby due up in this inning. Buck with his second base hit of the ball game. Eisenhower flew out to B.J. Falk in his first at bat. He's looking for his first hit. Ground ball, great glove by Greg Connell, and Gino Buck retired, and Eisenhower aboard on a fielder's choice, and there's one away. Here's Kirby, who was retired in his only plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. Down the left field line, just foul. That time he straightened it out. Lands in front of Strebel, and Scott Kirby with his first hit. So Eisenhower going to second. And Al Banks, who started off the second inning with a solo home run, will come to the plate with 2 on and 1 out here in the third inning. Dan Smith trailing for the first time in this ballgame. They led initially 4-0 after the top of the first. It was then 4-1. They extended their lead to 8-1 before we began the bottom of the second. That's where Resmondo scored 11 runs. Bouncing ball, great glove. Dennis Ruley tags the bag and gets the force, and takes out Eisenhower, who was the lead runner. So a nice play by Dennis Ruley, getting the lead runner. Del Beggs aboard on a fielder's choice. Kirby going to second. And that's out number 2 here in this inning. McCullum, 3-run home run. That puts Dan Smith within a run. And now we'll see Brian Wegman. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Taking the first pitch for a ball. Almost takes out a couple of players. And there's a base hit. So Wegman, that's the first time he's settled for only taking a single base. Here's Helmer. He could single-handedly give Dan Smith the lead. Walked in the first, had a home run in the second inning. And he has his second home run of the ball game, and Dan Smith is back on top. Bryson Baker, he's 2 for 2, 2 singles in this ball game. Baker going the opposite way and gone. Rick Baker with a home run. And it's 14-12. Here's J.D. Genter. Doubled in the first, flew out in the second. He's looking for a solo home run and is already content that he's got it, and he does.
He actually got the home run the last time, but it's like as soon as he got it.
Thede down the right field line, extra bases. A double for Thede. Here's Crine. That was, by the way, Thede's first hit of this ball game. He had grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice prior. Crine is 1 for 2. line, got under that one. In the ballpark, just barely able to hold that. Now retires the side, but a productive third. Dan Smith scoring 7. They're up by 3. We got a ball game, folks. It's 15-12. Live on USSSA.com. Greg Cannell starting things off here in the bottom of the third. It's Cannell, Baker, and Wallace. Greg Cannell flew out in the first, doubled in the second. We'll see what he does here in the third. Getting his third at bat. This time he goes opposite field. Scott Kirby backpedaling up against the wall. And that's a home run. And Resmondo, if you look at the scoreboard here, they have ones across the board. Despite the fact that in the second they scored 11. Of course, no room on the scoreboard for those double digits. Here's Bryson Baker. Singled in the first, scored a home run in the second. He scored twice. To third, J.D. Genter. That's out number 1. Here's Jeff Wallace. Wallace walked back in the first. He hit a solo home run in the second. Wallace, fair ball. I'm not sure how that one stayed fair, but it did. And Wallace has a double as he hits the chalk down that left field line. Andy Purcell Singled in the first, reached on an air in the second. Andy Purcell looking for a home run, and he's got it. And he's tied the contest 15-15. Only an out as Bob Hughes comes to the plate. He's walked twice. The third, J.D. Genter. He's got his second out of the inning. He also retired Bryson Baker. And it's out number 2. Oh, J.D. Jenner nearly had his third put on that one, just snuck under his glove. Ruley on his way to second. So here's B.J. Falk. He's 1 for 2, lined out and hit a home run. (15-15) our score, bottom of the third. These two teams have played real tight ball games, especially the last weekend they faced one another. Dan Smith taking the series 3-2. B.J. Falk here has given Resmondo a 2-run lead with his second home run of the ball game, scoring Dennis Ruley. This one hit into center by Howie Kraus. And that is the inning. 5 runs by Resmondo. It's 17-15 with 3 innings complete. We're in the fourth inning. Great broadcast for you tonight. We're glad you're with us wherever you are. Thanks for making us a part of your evening. Gino Buck starting off the inning, getting his third hit. And that brings up Eisenhower. He's 0 for 2. Into right field. This one's gone. There's a home run for Eisenhower. That's his first base hit of this ball game. And that brings up Scott Kirby. Got to hurry to get Kirby, and they can't get it there in time. Kirby beating it out for his second base hit of this ball game. 17-17. Here's Banks, home run, and the reach on a fielder's choice. Chance to give Dan Smith the lead once again. Resmondo, of course, being the home team. We'll see what they're up against, and it will be Banks drawing a walk. So Kirby goes to second, Banks at first. And here is McCollum. Hit a long way by McCullum. And Dan Smith in the lead once again. 5 runs in here in the fourth thus far. Wegman just foul. Helmer is on deck. Wegman's got 2 home runs to go along with a single. A little chin music there from Andy after that long foul ball. Try to run it inside again. Will this one turn or will it be gone? And it is going to be a fair ball. So Wegman has his 3rd home run. Helmer, coming to the plate, is in search of his 3rd. He has 2 home runs coupled with a walk. This one's ripped. Is it going to be a line drive home run? It is. Third home run of the game for Helmer. (22-17) as Rick Baker comes to the plate. Baker going the opposite way. Strebel has out number 1. And finally, for Andy Purcell's squad, there's 1 away here in this inning. Here's J.D. Genter. Doubled in the first, flew out in the second, hit a home run in the third. Dan Smith has a lot of solo home runs. We'll see that becomes a critical aspect down the line. Into the corner. Strebel had a long run, and it just held up long enough for him to track it down. It's his second put out consecutively in this inning. That brings up Thede, who's 0 for 2. Excuse me, 1 for 3 with a double. Thede and Strebel's going to have the last 3 outs of the inning. Strebel had to run around out there in left field, but he got the last 3 outs, but Dan Smith able to score 7 runs in the top of the 4th inning, and they're up 22-17 in the first of what could be 5 games. It's 22-17. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Great evening for softball. We're glad you're with us. Matt O'Hara's brought his girlfriend in. So things are brightening up here in our booth. Somebody's got to keep him in line, that's for sure. Hartwick has been retired here. Scott Strebel, 2 for 2. And he's going to retire for the second out of the inning. So not a good start here in this critical fourth inning. 2 outs, and here's Don DiDonatis. DiDonatis is 0 for 2. And he gets his first base hit of this ball game into left field, with Wegman tracking it down. So DiDonatis on second. Here's Greg Cannell. He flew out in the first, doubled in the second, and hit a home run back in the third inning. His team trailing 22-17. Dan Smith looking to win back-to-back games. Hit in the outfield, Greg Cannell. He's going to have a double, scoring DiDonatis. So that brings up Bryson Baker, who's 2 for 3. Bryson Baker into the corner and gone. That's Baker's second home run of this contest. And it's 22-20. That'll bring up Jeff Wallace. He walked in the first, had a home run in the second of the solo variety, and doubled and scored in the third. And he rips it past J.D. Genter for a base hit. So look at this 2-out rally by Resmondo. Hardwick and Strebel were retired, but DiDonatis with 2 outs got a double, Cannell a double, Baker with a 2-run home run, and now Wallace a single. And so the rally continues with 2 outs. Andy Purcell, he's 2 for 3. He had a home run his last time up. And Purcell getting a single into right field out toward Scott Kirby. Bob Hughes now at the plate. He's in search of his first hit of this ball game. He walked twice and he grounded out in the third inning. Got under that one. Here comes Wegman on his way in, and he gives way to Baker, who makes the play to retire the side. But after 2 outs, Resmondo puts together a rally and produces 3 runs. It's a 2-run ball game after 4 innings complete. 22-20. Dan Smith in the lead. A leadoff hit for Krein here in the top of the 5th inning. It's the 2010 Conference USSSA Championships presented by Busch Light. Great glove there. The second for one. The throw back to first is not in time, but there's one out here in the inning. One out, and here is Eisenhower. So one hit into right field. Eisenhower. Extra bases. He gets to second. So after that double by Eisenhower, here's Scott Kirby. And Kirby lines it for out number 2. And so that brings up Dal Banks with 2 away here in the 5th. Two away, 2 in scoring position. Dan Smith trying to extend their 2-run lead. Andy Purcell gets a called strike. Dal Banks on his way to first is going to have to take another pitch. Got a runner on second and third. And that one ripped into left field. That's going to be extra bases for Banks, and it's going to score 2 more runs. And so that brings up Brett McCullum. After 2 home runs and a triple, McCullum is going to settle for just a single. 24-20. Two in here in the top of the fifth. Got under that one. And Andy Persotis looks up to the sky on that one. DiDonatis with a brilliant play to end the inning. Only two come across for Smith there in the top of the fifth. It's 24-20. Big contest between Dan Smith and Resmondo. Dennis Rulli will lead things off in the fifth. He has a line drive base hit. Dan Smith leading by 4. Here's B.J. Falk. And Falk with a line drive home run makes it a 2-run ball game. 24-22. Howie Krause at the plate. He has only a double. And he's going to have to settle for that after he lines out. Hardwick going for 2, and he has it, a double. Scott Strebel, singled on the first, doubled in the third. And he hits this one into right field where Scott Kirby able to field it. But Harwick is going to come in to score and make it 24-23. So Dan Smith's lead is only a run. Just under the glove of J.D. Genter. And whoa, for a second there, they caught Strebel headed the wrong way. But DiDonatis ending up on second. And here's Greg Connell. Greg Connell flew out his first at bat, doubled, hit a home run, and he doubled. He scored 3 times in this contest. Hit towards Baker in center. Does this one carry enough? And it does. What a shot by Greg Connell. So that brings up Bryson Baker. Resmondo, 6 runs. Here in this inning, they're back up 26-24. Jeff Wallace looking to add to this total of 26 runs scored. Wallace into left field has a base hit. Andy Purcell into left, taken by Wegman. 2 away. On the ground, gloved by J.D. Genter. Over to second, inning over. 6 runs scored in the bottom of the 5th. And it's Resmondo back on top again, but only up to 26-24 as we inch closer to the thrilling conclusion of this first of 5 games in the 2010 USSSA Conference Championship. It's the 6th inning, and just a 2-run ball game between Smith and Resmondo. Helmer, Baker, Genter. Got under that one. Hughes giving way is Greg Connell, backpedaling all the way to record out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Brings up Rick Baker. Baker started out this game 3 for 3 before he flew to Scott Strebel in his last at bat. 2 singles along with a home run. This time he hits it towards Strebel, and again, Strebel there to make the play. And that's out number 2 here in the 6th inning. Smith dealing with the possibility now that they could be down to their final 4 outs in this contest. We have one more game for you coming up, and we hope you join us for our 4th game of the evening here on USSSA.com. This conference championships presented by Busch Light. And we'll be back again tomorrow morning and then again on Sunday morning as well. J.D. Genter got under that one. Backpedaling. Look at DiDonatis making a run and a brilliant grab at that, making the play to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Dan Smith retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Resmondo leading by 2. Resmondo a chance to add to a 2-run lead. They're up 26-24. Dan Smith down to their final 3 outs of this ball game. We already saw a thrilling ball game that was decided in the bottom of the 7th. Will we see another here? Hot shot. But Ruley retired to start the 6th. So that brings up BJ Folk. He's got 3 consecutive home runs in a row in this contest. 3 for 4 as he lined out in his first plate appearance. I believe these two teams scheduled to play around 11 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow, as this one's going to be skied all the way towards Don DiDonatis' office.
And that ball is out of here. BJ Falk is now in for 27-24 lead. Runner is clear. Howie Krause. 4th
home run of the ball game for BJ Falk. 27-24. And Howie Kraus with a single. And Hardwick. Back-to-back singles for Resmondo. Scott Strebel is going to be the third Resmondo player to reach first consecutively. Kraus goes to third, Hardwick to second, Strebel's at first, as DiDonatis comes to the plate. Base is loaded, one out. It's a 3-run ball game. On the ground, this could be two. The scoop to second for one, the throw to first, and that's a 6-4 to 3 inning-ending double play. So it's 3 runs Smith needs to head things to the bottom of the 7th. 27-24 is our score after 6. And so, Dan Smith down to their final 3 outs. And the top of the 7th, 3 runs, the deficit they need to get back just to force a bottom of the 7th. And Thede into left. Strebel has it, one away. Well, I'm still not sure whether it'll be Gene Shop or Fence Brokers playing against GTL. Rick Robertson hasn't gotten a chance to update the brackets on his iPhone yet. But it'll be one of those two teams playing next. As that's the second out here in this inning. And now Dan Smith is in a lot of trouble, trailing by 3. And Resmondo is going to have a chance to bat in the bottom of the 7th, and it's a 27-24 game. This might do it. And it will. Backpedaling. Howie Krause makes the play, and it's Resmondo taking game 1 of this 3-game series. The final score here in this one, 27-24. These two teams will meet up again tomorrow. We'll have the game live for you on USSSA.com. Stay with us. GTL, Gene Shop coming up next. Right here on the stadium, our coverage of the 2010 Conference USSSA Championship presented by Busch Light continues after this short intermission.